And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 76. 76. 76. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Go. Let's make these
A shotgun snap for Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Rams first down.
Like 20.
Check 56.
Goff on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Check 99. Watch the safety creep. Hey, chill. Tack up. Turtles up.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Watch the pilot, 64, weak. Check. Sponge. Now.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 17, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Goff. That one completes. Elliott. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now it's Bird on the return. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird.
Let's go! Let's go!
A gain of 17 yards. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jones now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
59. Mike's 59.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready? 50, play. I'm going to run you over. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Greystone, travel.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Alert 3, alert 3. Value 3, value 3.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Down.
line.
18 Gator. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
51's the mic, 51's the mic.
On 1st down, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You can't block me.
A 1st down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
2nd and 11
On the double.
at the 27-yard line.
2 jet bombers, 2 jet bombers. Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end Ingram. And out of bounds right around the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready, ready. 8, read.
Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat. SOS.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Rosa's kick is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Goff, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Line 20. Line 56. Whirling. Go. Line 56.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over. Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. He gets it to Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This is Elliott. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Gone. And that's Elliott, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
4 now.
Gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Earlier in the quarter, when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Twist.
5.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Jones, a final shot before break. And that's caught by Smith. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now it's Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm scared. Stick down. Just stick down. Kill.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Pass.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, it's 59. Mike to 59.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make the lead now 26. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Elliott, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Listen.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Julian Love picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Running with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Goff now looking to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Jones now on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Look, there he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now on second down, this is Gurley.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there at 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Under 10, under 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. That one complete to Elliott. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's Elliott. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Hey, Shell. Whoa.
To throw is gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. Out of the gun. Goff. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, here's Barkley. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
94, X3, 218, chop. Get it.
They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time.